ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Amajal Knowles with your Sunday sports. Shanae Miller-Weibo with two stellar performances this weekend, helping propel Team Americas to some major wins at the 2018 IAAF Continental Cup in Ostrava. In the women's 4x1 relay, Angela Tenorio got the baton rolling, edging Team Europe's leadoff runner Crystal Nua to hand a narrow lead to the Bahamas' 200 and 400-meter standout. Miller-Weibo padded the lead noticeably down the back stretch, passing onward to Jenna Prandini, who powered around the bend to where Victoria Cristina Rose awaited. After a safe handoff, the Brazilian cruised through the finish unchallenged in 42.11 seconds, easily fending off Team Europe's anchor, the continent's 100 and 200-meter champion, Dina Asher-Smith. Over the women's 200 meters with as little as 30 meters remaining in the women's race, it looked as if Daphne Shippers could reverse her fortune against Miller-Weibo, as Shippers was winless in her last three appearances against Miller-Weibo this year, but Shippers had never led this late in the race, ultimately Shanae demonstrating why nobody has been able to touch her this year in either the 200 meters or the 400 meters, Miller-Weibo gliding past Shippers in the final strides, winning the race in 22.16 seconds. In action from the NPSA playoffs, the Sunshine Auto Wildcats finishing off the BTC Lady Warriors with a decisive 12-5 victory that goes out the series in 4 games. The Wildcats banged out 13 hits as they redeemed themselves, winning 3 straight after losing the first game of the series. Renee Sunshine Davis telling our news team flat out, the Wildcats are the team to beat on the ladies' side.
Well, we know who we're facing. All we have to do is rest our ace and be ready. Nobody out here could beat the Cats when we come to play in championship. This is what we play for.
On the men's side, the CNS Hitmen completing the sweep of the Chances Mighty Mitts after defeating them 9-2 last night. Despite the series looking like a cakewalk for the Hitmen on paper, it was anything but.
It's defense, pitching and defense. We can come by runs in so many different ways, so it's not necessary. That's not our stress. Offense is not our issue. We'll find ways to generate runs. Once we play defense, and I don't think we have to worry about pitching, we're good.
However, the team does believe that the only persons that can beat them moving forward is themselves.
I expect us to be us. No one can beat us but ourselves. So at the end of the day, we just have to be hitmen, the same hitmen we've been for the past few years. There's been a lot of talk, outside of the lines, but it hasn't been from us. As far as I'm concerned, we don't win the game out on the sand. So between the lines, we do what we have to do out here and let them do all the talking.
With the World Judo Junior Championship several weeks away, head coach of the Bahamas' national judo team, DRC Raming, offering some very high praise to members of the team.
They're training right now for that. Many of the UB team members will be the same ones competing at the Junior Worlds, and that's October 17th through the 21st. And so we're very proud of them. Obviously, that means that these guys are training at a very high level, and they're the best we've ever trained as a country.
Now, as for how the squad is comprised.
15 people on the, for the UB team, we have 6, 2 females and 4 males. And the 2 of the 4 males are on the world team, and then one of the females is on the world team. And that's just because of age, because that world tournament is a under 21 tournament, and I've got a couple seniors on the UB team, but otherwise they would have been there too.
Raming adding that the team is welcoming the challenge to exceed expectations, especially on home soil.
Everybody on the UB team and the national team has grown up doing the sport, so because we are an island and we don't have that much competition, we're used to traveling. So we've been traveling and training and being to, like Kentiko, for example, he fought at the Junior Worlds in, that was Abu Dhabi? Yeah, Abu Dhabi. So people are used to, we're used to having to go places to train and to compete. So it's nice that it's on home soil now.
And get ready to add some cheer to your life. Jade Sparks, organizer and founder of Sparkles Cheer All-Stars, a fledgling cheerleading organization, says she's ready to make some great young cheerleaders.
I've been cheerleading my entire life, and they finally have opened up an international all-star federation, so my family's from here. I love it here, so I said, why not? I found a great group of girls, and we're excited, trying to take them to Dallas to go to competition.
Now, as for how long she's been cheering.
But yeah, I've been cheering for almost 20 years now. I've cheered in college. I've cheered all-star.
What school did you attend?
I went to Northlake College. It's in Texas, hello. And then I've done all-star cheerleading. I've coached my own team. So I said, why not start a team here? So, and there will be eventually, starting September 24th, we're working with Youth in Sports. We're going to be located in different parks so that kids around the community can come and cheer, and we can all come together nationally for, sports events going on here just to bring some spirit to the Bahamas.
Now, for those detractors that tend to say cheerleading is not a sport, Jade has some choice words for you.
We're using cardio for the longest, so we're tumbling, we're lifting, we're jumping while screaming and shouting and keeping a smile on our face. We have to be fit, cardio. So yes, we are athletes to the core. We're lifting hundreds of pounds, every day. So it's definitely a sport. We get hurt too, we get bruises. It's a sport.
With several promising track and field prospects a part of his Sun Blazers track club, head coach Marvin Darble says he feels his program is going in the right direction.
I can say that the program itself, it's been working. We have, like I mentioned, Paige Stewart. She's a CAC age group champion. She finished first overall in her division. And so she's still developing and moving up. And so I have seen results from athletes that were here. Oscar Smith joined us from grade 1. And so he was 6 years old. He graduates this year from St. Augustine's College. So to say whether or not the club is flourishing or the program is working, I would say yes. But again, we're learning from each other. So I'm watching other clubs and I'm watching other coaches, and I'm inspired by them. Coach Charlton, Coach Diane Woodside, they've always been an inspiration for me. And so our hurdle program is something that we are newly developing, and we're seeing excellent results in that area.
Darble also giving us his thoughts on the state of track and field in the country.
Well, the current state of track and field, I think we can be a lot better than we are. We tend to rival Jamaica in our minds, but Jamaica don't view us as rivals. In order for us to be rivals, there has to be a fight. And lately we haven't been putting up much of a fight. I think our standards are too low, and we have our kids aiming for too little. And so I think if we ask our kids to do more, to pursue more, to want more, we'll see better results. And so I would like to see, as a community, as coaching community, as the athletic community, that we start to channel our energies towards a national program. We have excellent up-and-coming athletes, as we always have. Jada Knowles, awesome year this year. Adrian Curry, awesome year, and he has ways to go. Raymond Oriaki. So those are just some of the names of our young athletes that are still developing. Antea Charlton, and so I would like to see that we don't limit them with our expectation, but at least say to them, go beyond. Go beyond what our expectations are, and that's what I plan to do with my club. And so when they do become a part of national teams, we'll see better results.
And that's been a look at sports. A quick check on weather is up next.